Welcome to another Pirkei Avot text explication with me, your host, Rabbi Drew. We are now on the 18th text in the 4th chapter of Pirkei Avot, and we have a piece of wisdom from Rabbi Shimon ben Elazar, or Rabbi Simon, son of Elazar. Now, we have here in this text a 4-part text. This is nice to see this classical rabbinic structuring of a 4-parter. So here we go. And there is kind of an overarching or underlying theme going through these four pieces or aspects of this piece of wisdom here from Rabbi Shimon ben Elazar. Here we go. The first one is Al tiratza es chavercha bishat ka'aso. Do not appease your friend at the time of his anger. So meaning, person's angry. They're super duper upset. Do not go in there and try to have your friend be appeased. I'm going to dig into that a little bit later as we'll see what the emerging thread is. Second part, V'al t'nachmenu b'sha'a shemeto mutal lefanav. And do not comfort this person at the time that they're basically a beloved person is laying light out as a corpse in front of them. So here's your friend. Here's someone perhaps that they know or they love or they're close with, a relative, and they're literally just in front of the person. Like they clearly haven't even had time to process the passing of their friend or loved one, and you're trying to comfort this person. There's an appropriate time for comforting a mourner. Having someone right then, right there, unable to even process it, give them space. Okay, that's what Rabbi Shimon ben Elazar is advocating. Give them space. Don't rush in right when it's such an emotionally fraught time for this person. The third one is V'al tish'al lo bishat nidro. Do not question one's friend at the time that they are making a vow. Now, a vow is you're swearing something off. Okay, you're saying I'm whether it's for a certain amount of time or whatever it is, I swear I'm going to swear off having X, Y, or Z. Okay. Now this person is making this vow at this particular time, perhaps for a very particular reason. This is the end. This is the culmination of a decision-making process. And now you want to question your friend? Now you want to say, are you really sure about making this vow? There's a whole process leading up to it. Just now you're going to question them? Okay. The fourth and final. Val tishtadel liroto bishat kalkulato. Do not endeavor, don't make the effort to see your friend at the time of their disgrace. Okay. It's one thing to happenstance, whatever, it just happens that a friend or someone that you know is enduring some sort of disgrace or something bad's happening to them. It's one thing to happen to be there, right? Maybe you know this person, right? And maybe you just are in at that time and space. But it's another thing, as Rabbi Shimon ben Elazar is pointing out to us, to find out that your friend is going through something difficult and making the effort to go see that person just to see that person enduring that downfall. That's a whole other matter. One thing that seems to be throughout all four of these is timing. In fact, the one word, actually there are two words. There are two words that are found in all four pieces of these. The first is the same word that opens them all up is all, do not. But the other word that appears in all four aspects of this piece of advice from Rabbi Shimon ben Elazar is sha'ah, or hour, right? This is about timing. And it's also thinking about appropriate behavior at certain times. Meaning, let's go back to the second one. Okay, comforting a mourner is a mitzvah. It is a very positively considered action and activity in Judaism to go and comfort mourners. But it's about timing also. That's appropriate during Shiva. That's fine. But when someone has literally just passed away and they aren't even buried yet, they're still there waiting to be taken, that is not the moment that you seek to comfort. Let them process. This is about appropriate timing. We can also think about even this last one, the fourth one, right? Don't try to go and see this person's downfall at that time. It's one thing if you happen to, but you're going out of your way to go see them just to see how far they've fallen, as opposed to maybe you happen to see them at another point in time afterwards. Then you see them, okay, the impact is not as severe at that time. And you can think about the other two as well in this light. Going back to the very first one, which is do not appease your friend at the time of their anger. Okay, let them have their anger. Let them have that emotional intensity. They need to have that resolve or burn out, or maybe they're ready to be appeased at another point in time, but not as their intensity is so heavy. And then we have the third one, which is don't question your friend the time that they're making this vow. This is the end of the line. If they really were your friend, or there was some conversation, consideration and decision making, this is really just the end. There was a much better timing for trying to question your friend making this vow. So this really all is about the overarching theme, the connecting thread is about timing. There are certain times, certain places that these actions are appropriate. The most significant one is comforting a mourner, but there's also a wrong time to do so, at least for Rabbi Shimon ben Elazar. So these are four very helpful pieces of advice that he's packaged together as one statement of the appropriateness of timing with interpersonal activities. So some really good advice for anybody, anywhere, at any time. So that's some good wisdom from Rabbi Shimon ben Elazar. All right, thank you so much for watching.